Okay. You did say that you discussed the risk with the Chief Executive on the 10th of August, that's correct, on this issue?
Correct.
That was it. And this was unpredicted?
Yes.
You've said that 2 or 3 times to Mr. Fallon. But were you aware of the Bank of England's January report on financial stability? And were you aware of the FSA's financial risk, the Bank of England's in April 2007, and the financial risk outlook from the FSA in January 2007?
Yes, I was aware of both of those reports, and that's why, as I said, we were...
Did it influence board decision?
It did influence board decision.
What did you do from January and then April?
Well, we did a number of things. We prepared to sell some of our asset books, as you will know, because of announcements we made at the half year, our commercial loan book and our unsecured loan book.
But I would suggest to you, Dr. Ridley, you failed, because if you look at the Bank of England statement, and it's very clear in late April, it says that recent developments in the US subprime mortgage market have highlighted how credit risk assessment can be impaired in these markets and how participants can be hit by sharp reductions in market liquidity. It is important, therefore, that firms stress test and we take them into account. Now, that was in April. So what you did from April to the 10th of August seemed to have no effect whatsoever on the position that you found yourself in. So you did not take corrective action that was successful.
As you say, that report was about the pricing for credit risk in the markets as well as liquidity, and we ensured that our funding was
Dr. Ridley, let's forget about the words here. This says specifically about reductions in market liquidity. You're telling us that this was unpredicted, but this was informed to you by the Bank of England. In April, you were warned, and from April to the 10th of August, you did not have a successful strategy. Is that correct?
We were not.
Well, otherwise you would not have found yourself in this position.
We were not warned of a complete freezing of all global liquidity markets.
Listen, let me just read it to you again. It says here, how participants can be hit by sharp reductions in market liquidity. If that is not a red alert warning, I don't know what is a red alert warning.
There was sharp reductions in liquidity after 9/11 in 2001. That lasted for a matter of days. Our model was extremely robust in those conditions. What was not expected was that all global markets would shut down and remain shut down for as long as they have.
So really what you're saying is that the corrective action you took from April, if there was corrective action, wasn't sufficient to avert this crisis?
The corrective action we took from April was designed for a tightening of the credit markets and a tightening of liquidity in those markets. It was not designed for a complete shutdown of the global markets for a prolonged
sharp
period.
Reductions in market liquidity. That's what it said. Sharp reductions. In other words, it's a real warning. And you didn't seem to take up what that meant, and therefore found yourselves in this position, this humiliating position, the 10th of August. That's really the answer to your question.
We were in constant dialogue with the FSA. And
okay, we'll go into that later on, but the main point's made there. Colin.